Hey friends, time for another Fridays with Francis. Just a quick encouraging story today. As I talked about last week, Francis gave Shank the teaching of just being in Christ, right? And then just letting love spill out from you as you go about your daily activities. That not everyone needs to be a preacher. Now, Francis was a preacher, and as a lot of preachers know, and those who are involved in full-time ministry, we battle with discouragement. We battle with wondering, are we making an impact? And such feelings didn't escape even the great Francis Asbury. And during a slow week for Asbury's, they were still traveling through the wilderness. He didn't come across many people. And really, I think, just like we talked about last week, his day-to-day was basic survival and basic, let's just keep moving and looking. And on a Sunday morning, they came across a very, what they call, said in the book, a rude log cabin church. Can only imagine what it looked like. But nevertheless, they stopped, sat in the back pew of this old rundown church, and listened, participated in the worship service. And during the service, a woman stood up to give testimony. And her testimony was that she was a very new Christian. But God had 2 years earlier gotten a hold of her heart when she attended a Methodist meeting and was told that the Bishop Francis Asbury would be preaching. And it was through Asbury's sermon that day 2 years earlier that this woman gave her heart to Jesus, repented of her sins, accepted the forgiveness, and has now been living her life for Christ ever since. And you can imagine that encouragement that Francis had that day as he's in the middle of nowhere, sitting in the back of this this rundown church, and a woman testifies about his faithfulness. And so Asbury, not giving away who he was, stands up to testify himself and simply says, "I'm a stranger and pilgrim, halting on his way for rest and refreshment in the house of God, and I found both." And so just an encouragement for you. We really never know, as we are just loving Jesus and living a faithful life, who we will impact. And so just keep being faithful and trust Jesus with that. Thanks, guys.